Alright then, ladies and gents, hello and welcome to Crypto Space. In today's video we are going to cover BRED, its recent price action. Of course we are going to cover BRED's holders, and on the top of that we are going to cover a couple of interesting charts for BTC and altcoins too. So guys, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and a quick disclaimer that this video is not financial advice. And now let's hop into BRED. So now guys, before we are going to look at the chart, let's actually cover holders. So last time I've updated you if it comes to BRED, there was on the 17th of June and we were sitting at 325,942 holders. So now actually let me pull the calculator out and I'm going to do the calculation as we speak. All right, so 325,942 minus 329,229. So we've got 3,287 holders if it comes to BRED in the last 3 days. And now 4 hourly time frame. All right, so on the 4 hourly time frame, guys, first of all, I was mentioning before in the previous updates that we might technically dip into that buy zone, which obviously we had confirmations in here if it comes to previous resistance and now support, and now obviously we are above that first level of buy zone. Now nevertheless we are dipping a little bit on 4 hourly time frame, and also stochastic RSI is showing us that we might actually, retest this level as a support. So what do I see next, right? Also, let's actually throw this trend line. Well, that trend line, let's say, was broken, right? Let's say we can consider this a trend line on a 4 hourly time frame broken into a bullish one, but obviously no wonder why the whole market is recovering at the time of recording this video. Recovering on the market is not huge, nevertheless, a little bit of a upside potential for BTC, and that's what we are experiencing for memes and other projects. Now, coming back to the trend line, we are going to most likely see, the retest of that trend line. We could possibly even, dip to that, temporary level of support that is roughly here, and then probably have squeezed towards the upside for BRED. So let's actually have a look at daily time frame for BRED. So if it comes to daily time frame, guys, we are bottomed out if it comes to RSI properly, right? Which means that in my personal humble opinion, we are going to see another pump for BRED. And now guys, coming to 4 hourly time frame, we have flipped bullish if it comes to 4 hourly time frame, so that is obviously great. And now guys, considering the fact that BRED is at 1.5 billion USD, and this is a #1 meme coin on Base, and obviously Coinbase is going to promote, its wallet, etc., and of course, it's #1 meme coin on their chain to most of the Jeffries that are going to come in Euphoria phase. I believe that, we are still relatively early. Of course, the best time to purchase BRED was probably in here, right? Nevertheless, second best time is probably in that area. Well, as long as we are not, at all-time highs for any project, in fact. Now guys, let's have a look at ETFs. So as of 19th, we are sitting on zero, complete zero. And now this is something that I have covered yesterday in yesterday's update, but I would like to remind everybody that SEC officially ends investigation into Ethereum and will not purchase charges that ETH is a security. So guys, this obviously is very bullish. That means that, this is basically giving us a green light for altcoin season. And when is that parabolic pump for alts going to happen? Well, let's actually check it out by looking at some macro charts. So first of all, shout out to the Scalping Pro, and this is a bull market support band. So he's saying that Bitcoin is loading up for a big bounce. BTC is testing the bull market support band again. In January 2023, BTC turned the band into support when it was trading at $19,500. Since then, every time the price has tested these bands, we've seen a big jump in price. Every single time Bitcoin touched this bull market support band, we have bounced on the upside, right? And that is pretty much, ever since we have experienced, well, almost the depth of the bear cycle. Nevertheless, we are at that support band at the moment, so that potentially could indicate that Bitcoin is going to see push towards the upside. And now shout out to Trader Tardigrade, and this is a weekly chart. He's saying that Bitcoin has formed a double top on a weekly chart. The pattern could drive BTC a bit lower and volatile. However, the final movement is up. Ignore the short term and volatility, hodl tight. So yes guys, we do have double top, right? And of course, according to these technicals, we could technically, dip a little bit lower, even despite the fact that we have, ocean of green bubbles as of the time of recording this video, right? Nevertheless, we could see a little bit of lower prices for BTC, which obviously most likely is going to pull back the altcoins. Nevertheless, longer picture is definitely towards the upside. So nothing to be worried, but obviously I'm throwing it out there so you guys can be prepared, And now shout shout out to Titan of Crypto, and this is a weekly chart for Ethereum. He's saying that Ethereum recovery phase is almost done. Many newcomers thought a crypto cycle is like a walk in the park. No, you know it's not. It will never be. Patience will be rewarded. Guys, exactly, investing into market in general, like in stocks, for example, things don't happen over the night. And with crypto, yes, it's obviously faster. We are printing faster gains with crypto. Nevertheless, patience is still required in this market. So guys, let's have a look at this chart, right? So every single time, we had the recovery phase, then we were bouncing before. Then we're bouncing around the previous all-time highs. We saw the proper parabola for Ethereum. And now, guys, we are basically, going towards the previous all-time highs. So if you would be wondering why we are not experiencing a huge growth in terms of, AI, for example, well, actually we do at the moment, but, like much more gains. Obviously, we do have to wait for Ethereum to actually, reach its all-time highs and reach new all-time highs too. So I believe that we still do have some time. And now, guys, shout out to Yoda, and this is a weekly chart for BTC. He's saying that Bitcoin is ready and momentum reset done. The rally starts soon. Guys, let's have a look what this guy is talking about. So obviously this time was the depth of the bear cycle, right? Then, when we retested this stochastic RSI on the weekly time frame, we have obviously bottomed out properly, and after that we saw a pump for BTC's price, then the bottom out, and again the pump, right? So let's actually come back to now. As you guys can see that stochastic RSI has properly bottomed out, and now yes, obviously we do have that second top, which is in here towards the upside on stochastic RSI, but obviously we are not going to be here forever. So I do believe that BTC is going to see higher prices soon, just like Yoda. And now, guys, shout out to a crypto prof, and this is a daily chart for BTC. This inverse head and shoulders pattern for BTC is becoming more and more of reality. As I said last time, these are the last days, weeks, where we will see Bitcoin below $70,000. Mark my words. Well, mark his words. Guys, I would like to remind everybody that inverse head and shoulders pattern is bullish pattern, okay? So obviously patience is going to be required. And then another chart from Prof on a 3-weekly time frame. He's saying that, is this just sideways action before it goes higher? A very similar scenario played out in 2016 and 2020. The real bull run came afterwards. Guys, let's have a look. So we've got 2016, right? We had this sideways after these bottoms in here, right? And after that we had a parabola. Well, obviously we had a little bit of a sell-off for alts, and after that parabolic run, right? Just like in 2018, 2019, and now 2022, 2023, obviously that was a double bottom, right? And now we do have that yellow bubble, which is very similar to previous cycles. So guys, sooner rather than later we are going to experience some greenery in our portfolios. And now Prof is saying that Bitcoin dominance is about to make a bearish cross on a 3-weekly chart, and people still doubt if an alt season will happen. I hope you guys didn't get shaken out, but good things take time. So guys, let's have a look at 2020. Once we saw the drop if it comes to Bitcoin's dominance, then we have experienced alt season 2020, and also the same in 2021. So it's not going to go in one huge move. We have to remember about taking our profits along the way, but of course that all comes down to the exit strategy that you guys had created for yourself. Nevertheless, let's have a look at 2024. So as you guys can see, we still haven't, filled in to that yellow bubble for Bitcoin dominance on a 3-weekly chart. And also, I would like to remind everybody that MACD also is about to experience a bearish cross sooner rather than later. So guys, this is very bullish. And also, if we are going to look at the standpoint from it's over according to the scalping pro, let's have a look. So in 2023 people were thinking that this is over, while we were actually having a broadening wedge for BTC and we saw a pump. Then we had a range in which we were trading sideways for BTC. Well, people were thinking that it's over. Then we had the next leg up, and well, again, the broadening wedge, and people were thinking that it's over because we pulled back a little bit, right? And now we are experiencing an inverse head and shoulders. All of these patterns are bullish, guys. And again, people are thinking that it's over. And also look how it's coinciding with that, bull market support band, right? Obviously we have dipped a little bit below, but these were fake outs, right? Nevertheless, every single time we are going closer or dipping below, in this case, we are bouncing back and we are reaching new all-time highs for BTC. So guys, again, patience is the key. And now shout out to Titan of Crypto, and this is a 2-monthly chart for BTC. Titan of Crypto is saying that bull run is still on. Both parabolic SAR indicator and logarithmic MACD on the 2-monthly chart are showing that the bull market is far from being over. Guys, this is very bullish. Everything points out to only one thing. Ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching this quick update. I hope that you have guys enjoyed, and I wish you have a great day. Peace and love, crypto.